On behalf of Rock My Monkey TV and Olympia-based metal band Tataris, I'm Michael Arms, joined by none other than original Exodus drummer Tom Hunting.
What's the show called? Rock My Monkey?
Rock My Monkey TV.
I don't know if you're young enough to remember the skit, Won't You Touch My Monkey from Saturday Night Live.
You know, I had an idea that this was probably a little inappropriate. You know? Yeah, it's actually the co-founder of this company. He sells an energy drink to fund like doing stuff like this, like interviews, and he does a lot of press for Mayhem. Mark Harris, I have to plug his name. He's inside taking photos right now, so he sent me off to do this little ordeal.
All right.
But right on, man. So you're 9 dates into the tour. How's it going?
It's going really good, man. We're having a good time. It's really cool crowds, and you know, everybody's in one piece, and you know, we're having a good time.
That's killer, man. So talk about the camaraderie between all the bands. And
Well, it's good. I mean, well, our band, you know, we have a storied history with Anthrax. We used to tour a lot back in the '80s, and you know, we had some good times. It's a lot more subdued backstage atmosphere these days. You know, now that we're older, it's like, you know, the end of the night, it's all about a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios and a book. You know,
dude.
It ain't all about glug 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 glug.
Right on. And while we're on that note, dude, I'll just bring this up.
What's up?
So I was a little too young to be around back in 80, 81 when you guys are starting out, fucking tearing it up, dude. Take me back to that scene, man. Vivid, as vivid as you can.
Oh, it was special. I mean, it was, you know, it was like a formative time for thrash music, and you know, we were kind of like in the thick of it, and there was a cool little clique in the Bay Area, at East Bay, San Francisco, and you know, there was a core of about 200 people, and you know, we all hung out, and it was special. I mean, it was a different time too, because like, you know, we were constantly like wanting to hear new music, like stuff from Europe and stuff, and Motorhead, Angel Witch, and back then it was a different time because like you couldn't like point, click, download, go to the next thing. You know, it was like you actually had to work. This music started through tape trading. You know, people would like lick a stamp, put it on an envelope, send a cassette off to this guy.
Right.
2 weeks later, he would try to dupe the best copy he could of a demo, and you know what I mean, to send it to that. It was, you know, and I grew up in the '70s, so like it was a different time, and it was a time that'll never happen again, you know, because like I stood in line to buy Back in Black when that came out, and you know, I wore out the first copy very quickly and had to buy 2 more copies, you know, eventually, and you know, I mean, I feel fortunate to have grown up in that time because it'll never happen again, you know. And it was special because, like, you know, you had this big, tangible thing in your hand, and like, you know, you crack the plastic and you like pull out the inner liner notes and like look at it, you know what I mean? And like, that'll never happen again. Now it's just point, click, you know, you like it or you don't. Whether kids like it or not, they just go on to the next thing, you know, because it's kind of like, I wouldn't call it like musical ADD, but it's
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, you don't really have time to like appreciate it, because like back in the day it was like, hey, you know,
you waited for
yeah,
the album,
totally.
and when it came out, you took the time to listen to the whole thing
completely, because you worked for it,
read the lyrics,
yeah,
and get involved. And you know, that's a big pet peeve of mine, is when I'm hanging out with my friends, or we're riding up to a show we're gonna play, or we're riding to a show we're gonna see. It's like, you know, they'll put on Exodus or Slayer or some Pantera, you know, and you know, it's like right on that last verse, they get tired of the song, so they switch it. And it's like, dude, man, you know, what happened to listening to the whole, the complete, you know, anthology? You know, it's like,
well, if you don't, you know, if you don't work for it, I guess you don't appreciate it as much, so you don't really have as much invested into, you know, even listening to it, you know. You just got it. You know, and most, you know, a lot of people don't buy records anymore. They download them for free. So like, you know, that type of thinking goes into the listening process, I guess, as well. So, you know. Are
you pro downloading or against it?
Well, I mean, it's the age we live in. I mean, of course we sell fewer records, but, you know, I mean, you know, what comes along with that is this music is best delivered live anyway. So as long as people come out, and I think, you know, they understand, you know, they still buy the shirts, and they still, you know, buy the merch, and, you know, they still take part in the live process, and they appreciate that. And that with this music, you know, hasn't changed. So, you know, I'm down with that. I mean, you know, we sell less records, so we have to like tour to like survive doing this and make a living at it. But, you know, what goes hand in hand with that is I get to go across the world and go to amazing places, you know, and do what I love to do for 2 hours a night. So I humble myself to that, you know.
And that's awesome to hear, man, because that's really what I want to do in life. I play guitar myself, and you know, just I don't want to be stuck in one spot for too long. You know, I want to travel and get out there, but it's like playing shows. It's just my favorite thing to do. You know, there's something about the release you get from that as compared to no other.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think that, you know, the crowd recognizes that. I mean, if they hear metal and they like it, they probably like, I want to go appreciate this live, you know, and they'll go out and see that. So I mean, and if that ever stops, then we'll have to retire. Sorry.
Dude, it won't stop, man. There's a legion out there. You know, I'm like, I have a lot of friends that download music and stuff, but I'm one of it's a very small legion, I'd say, but we still go out and buy the album and stuff. And
Yeah.
how you doing?
Excuse me.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, man. It's all good. Sorry about that. Tripping the guitar player.
Are we back online?
Yeah, we're back.
Sorry, people. We had a moment.
But shit, man, lost my train of thought.
All right. We're talking about traveling and
Traveling, right? So,
plays.
what advice would you give to any musician starting out or has been around the block a while? Something to stay away from, something to be sure to do in this day and age. Looking back from going, all right, in my time starting out, this is what we did, this is how we did it. Maybe as a new band you guys shouldn't do that, or you know, apply that to your
I would
your
just
approach.
say, you know, pay special attention to your craft, you know, whatever it is, if you're a guitarist or drummer or whatever, and you know, recognize that if you're doing it and if you're successful at it, you know, it's a gift, and like you need to humble yourself to that gift, and like don't ever like think that your shit don't stink, or you know, that you know, you're the shit, because like it's just, it takes a lot more energy to walk around to be like that than it does to like recognize the gift that you get, you know.
And it's like no matter who you are, there's always somebody better than you. You know, I mean,
You know, a little friendly competition is good though, you know.
Absolutely.
It's like, you know, every band wants to blow the band that's going on stage after them away, you know.
Right.
And you know,
Yeah, that's the common goal for
give it
sure.
your best shot. I know we play with a lot of younger metal bands, and they push us, you know.
Yeah.
And we're like, all right, tonight
Like fucking game on. Time to show them what the
gotta
vets are
deliver.
about.
We
man.
gotta deliver. So
Fucking you guys do it well, man. Tonight's gonna be my first time seeing you guys live. You know, aside from videos and stuff. But
better not suck.
oh, dude, no worries, man. But fucking hey, dude. I think I don't want to bore you, man. So I guess we'll probably.
All right, bro. Nice talking to you.